really knows a solution. That I'll acknowledge. There are no solutions. There are no solutions. There's just the mess that we're in. No one can be a better person than they are. No one can be a better parent than they are. No one can do a better job than they can do. Everybody's just hanging on. That I will grant. You know, old Vagabond is an abject failure. You know, a miserable wretch of a fool in existence. You know, Vagabond doesn't have any right to criticize anybody, and I don't want to criticize the essence of humanity of people. That I will celebrate and recognize and honor. What I do try, unfortunately probably too much, to try to shoot down is people's hypocrisy. You know, because I don't think we have to be hypocritical. I think we can be honest. You know, and just grant that things are the way they are, and there are no platitudes that are going to solve anything, and that the platitude business of the punditocracy, you know, is a distraction. At best, it makes people feel like there's hope. You know. Okay, be it as it may. Listen, I'm sorry for going on all these rants, you know, but there is an inherent frustration with being a human being in society that many people share. And these frustrations only have an outlet in culture, because there's nothing we can do. So we can express these frustrations, even though there's nothing we can do about it. I don't know if the human condition is inherently muddled in a mixture of not necessarily the experientially ecstatic, but the inherent ecstasy of life. There's an inherent spiritual ecstasy that is in there, in the experience of being alive, that rarely is experienced. And unfortunately, when it is experienced, it's often experienced because we've numbed ourselves to the anxieties through, you know, through drink or other mood-altering substances. You know, we have to shut down much of our psyche in order to experience the inherent ecstasy of being alive. I mean, spiritual practices are I believe spiritual practices, not that I have achieved much success at it, but I believe spiritual practices, the aim or one of the purposes is to be able for you to get in touch with the ecstasy of being alive through a feat of consciousness. You know, and I encourage, I feel like if there is any hope for the solution of myriads of, you know, psychological and social problems, if there is any hope, the hope would be from a spiritual revival within communities and society. I mean, that's probably gobbledygook fantasy stuff, you know. But one of the things that I sort of promulgate is that all paths do lead. You know, the people, the professionals within any specific religion or even spiritual group, no matter how small, the professionals will have to say, this is the best way, my way is the best way, because that's you know, that's how they earn their living. You know, they wouldn't have focused on that specific community's teachings if they weren't devoted to it. So almost always that, unfortunately, that focus and discipline and concentration almost always has this baggage of my way is the best way, when it's clearly not the case, okay? So do it your way, do it your way. Okay, just do it your way. But I'm encouraging people to do it, because there is a lot of secular garbage to sort of discard in our slow climb out of the muck into some sort of spiritual light, which unfortunately is just a phrase. But you get glimpses of it experientially. You get glimpses. You get faith, and a lot of that experience happens within traditional churches. I'm not arguing that at all. I mean, I think it's wonderful. I think the spiritual experience that people attain in the evangelical church is it's ecstatic sometimes. It's wonderful. The unfortunate part is when it becomes laden with judgment of other people's, But I think most people aren't engaged in that process. It's usually only a few people on, a few televangelists who are that. And that's changing slowly but surely, okay? So, good luck to you on your journey through life. Okay. I think it's goodbye for now on this recording, and for anyone who's had to subject themselves to this, I hope there's been something about it, or at least some curiosity factor, May the divine bless you and keep you.